Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about the secret why women watch you but ignore you. Okay, so I've got three things here as to why women may be looking at you, maybe watching your stories, but they're not talking to you, or they may be, when you talk to them, they just completely ignore you, whatever it may be. Okay, so the first thing that I want to get into is they like you, but for whatever reason, they can't do anything about it. Okay, and basically what this means is perhaps she's got a boyfriend, she's not available right now for that kind of reason. Um, Perhaps there's other pressures in her life, okay, that's keeping her away from you. Okay, so that might be a reason why a woman is watching you but not speaking to you and ignoring you. Okay, that could be the reason. Okay. Um, Another reason is that you're backup. Okay, so let's take the example of she's got a boyfriend. Okay, so the reason why she's watching you, okay, and keeping an eye on you, keeping tabs on you, okay, is because if things don't go well with the guy she's currently with, she's got you on backup. Okay, now do with that what you will. Okay, because it's not a good idea. It's never a nice feeling to be someone's like second choice or backup or something. So with these women that are doing that to you, or maybe it's just one woman, whoever, whatever, you got to realize, do I want that? Do I want to be her backup? Do I want to be just around just in case it doesn't work out with the current guy? It sounds kind of dumb, doesn't it? It's like, you don't want to do that, right? You want to find a woman who chooses you. You want to find a woman who is enthusiastic about you, who's her first choice, basically, not backup. Okay, it doesn't feel nice, does it? Right? You don't want to be second pickings, do you? You want to be first, okay? Which is totally within the realm of possibility. Okay, you can be a woman's one and only, and the one that she chooses to be with out of all the other guys, right? Instead of like, okay, I'll date this guy, but I got that one just in case, right? You don't want to be that guy. Come on. So don't allow yourself to be that guy. Have some self-respect and have some self-esteem, and just let those women go who you feel like, oh yeah, I'm definitely her backup. And to be like, I'm going to go find a woman who doesn't feel that way about me, who's not going to just put me on the back burner, okay, in case she gets bored with the current guy that she's with. Like, nah, you don't want that. Come on. So the last thing, okay, is, because this can really happen, okay, and I've seen this happen to myself when I was a teenager too, is that you're imagining it, okay? You're seeing, it could be that you're just seeing what you want to see. You may be thinking that she's watching you. And maybe she does look over at you, maybe she does watch your stories, but maybe you're just reading too much into it. And you're hoping, basically, that the reason why she's doing these things is because she likes you, but maybe she doesn't like you in that way. Maybe she's just curious about your life. Maybe she's just got nothing better to do. Maybe she's looking over at you because maybe she just for the fact that she notices that you're looking over at her. I remember when I was at university, there was a guy who had made it very clear that he liked me. And obviously, being a lesbian, I was never going to reciprocate that. Okay. But I did notice all the time that he was looking over at me. All the time. It was happening so frequently. And I would notice that because I would look over at him, because I was like with my friend and she was like, oh, he's still looking at you, and I would look over and he was still staring. It was kind of a tiny bit scary, on the scary side. He was harmless though, but it was still like a bit off-putting because I was just trying to focus on my work and I could just feel these eyes on me all the time. It's like, oh my god. Bless him though. You feel bad, you do feel bad. It's not, because this is one of these things, okay, that women don't like rejecting men. It's not a nice thing to do, okay? Now, obviously, I had a good reason in terms of that I was never going to find him attractive because I'm a lesbian, but it still feels bad. You still feel bad, okay? So don't think that women are just mean when they reject you. I mean, some women maybe are mean, but the majority of women, if they're nice people, if the woman is a nice person, she doesn't like doing these things. Okay, women don't like rejecting men. Okay, it's not a nice feeling to like upset someone and break their heart. It's not nice. It's a hard thing to do. It's difficult. It's uncomfortable and it's awkward. And you do feel empathy. You do feel bad for it. Okay. But anyway, my point was that he came over to me and said, "Oh, I noticed you looking over at me." And I was like, well, I didn't say this to him, but I was like, yeah, but I was looking over at you because I knew that you was looking over at me, and I was just checking to see if you were still looking. I was just checking, right, to see if you were still looking over at me. So it could be that she's just looking over at you because she's like, well, I wonder why is he looking over at me? Like, she might just be wondering that. If it happens to be that situation where a woman is looking over at you at work or at school or something along those lines, okay? So it could be that, and I only know that from first-hand experience, that's why I was looking over at him, and then he thought that I actually did like him, even though I'd already rejected him, because I was looking over at him too. But I was just looking to see if he was still looking. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, okay? So it could be that, I don't want to gaslight you, but it could be that you're imagining it. So you have to really look at the situation, okay? Because if this is a woman that has already rejected you, then it probably is because you're imagining it, or she is looking over at you, but she's only looking over at you because you're looking over at her, and she's just checking to see if you're still looking over at her. Okay, so and it also could be that you're just seeing what you want to see, and you're hoping for what you want to. And obviously, if you really like someone, it's very easy to fall into that trap. It's very easy to like live in sort of like a fantasy world where you're wanting to see what those things. You wanted to see the interest. You're wanting to see that they still that they like you. You're looking for those signs. You're looking for every little sign in the book, basically, that she likes you, because you really want her to like you, because you really like her. So you may be looking up loads of videos on YouTube, like 10 signs a woman likes you, or things a lot along that lines, or maybe you're reading up articles, and even if there's just one thing in there that you're like, aha, yes, she does like me because she did this one thing, you know. And it could be that you're just seeing what you want to see, but also there could be something going on there. Okay, but the thing is that she's ignoring you, right? If she's ignoring you and she's not talking to you, she's not available. And if she's already rejected you, she's not available. Okay, if she's got a boyfriend, she's not available. So it's better to turn your focus then away from those women and to look for women that aren't ignoring you. Look for women that are interested in you, that don't have boyfriends, that are available, that pick you and put you as number one, okay? And that is possible, okay? So you got to do the self-respecting thing, because this is what it comes down to, okay? Especially with the second point that I went to with like your backup, okay? And she's just got you on a back burner in case it doesn't work out with the current guy. You got to have enough self-respect to walk away from those women, okay? You don't want to be anyone's backup. Okay, so have some self-respect and look for women, date women who are into you, who are interested in you. Not these women that put you in friend zone, that reject you, that put you as backup, that lose interest, right? Focus on those women who are interested in you and think that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Think that you're the bee's knees. Think that the sunshine blows out of your butthole, right? Right? That's the kind of woman that you want. And that's the kind of woman that you need to find. And you can totally find a woman like that. It is completely within the realm of possibility. It is 100% guaranteed that you can find a woman like that. But you have to be in the game. You have to be out there meeting women. You have to be on the dating apps or the dating websites. You know, you have to be going out there and talking to women. You can't do it from anywhere else. You have to go out into the world, okay, and start interacting with women, start talking to them. Because the more women you meet, the more single women you meet, the more available women you meet, the more likely it is that you'll find a woman that you really, really like and she really likes you as well. Okay, and that's the game. But it's a mathematical certainty that you will find a woman like that if you meet enough women. Okay, and I'm not saying that you should spend the earth, okay, because when I say that, a lot of guys are like, well, you know, I've got to take her out on a date. That's a lot of dates. You don't have to pay money to go on a date with a woman. You don't have to do anything expensive, especially on a first date. You can just meet up at a park. That's what I did with my wife. Okay, you can just meet for something inexpensive like a coffee or a drink. You don't have to pay the world. You don't have to pay a lot of money. Okay, and what's great if you just meet up for something like that and you don't have like a sit down meal as your first date. If you don't like each other, or if you end up not liking her, then you can leave after half an hour. You don't have to stay the whole time. You don't have to stay for ages getting to know her if you feel like it's not working out. So you can easily just leave. And if you do like her, then you can maybe extend the date by doing more things together or going to buy something like, I don't know, some ice cream. Okay? But like I said, you don't have to spend anything, right? Instead of that, you can just be like, well, let's go and do a bit of window shopping. Let's go and have a look around the shops together. You know, you don't have to buy or anything. Just go and do a little activity like that. You don't have to spend money to, especially on a first or second date. You don't have to do that. You can just go out for walks. Do something like that, especially if like you're a fitness person. Perhaps you really like to go hiking and all that kind of thing, or you just like going out and doing like an activity like having a walk. Maybe you've got a dog, or maybe she's got a dog. You can say, well, let's take the dogs for a walk. Why not? Yeah, you don't have to do anything expensive, but you do but you may have to meet quite a few women in order to find that right woman for you who you really like and she really likes you as well. Because another complaint that I get is that guys say, well, what you're doing is you're telling guys to settle. And it's like, no, I'm not telling you to settle. You can still find a woman that really likes you and you really like as well. I'm not saying that you should just be with a woman that likes you and you don't like her. You can find a woman that you like and she likes you back. But again, it's a game of numbers, but it is a mathematical certainty. You will find a woman that you really like and she really likes you as well if you meet enough women. It's a mathematical certainty. It's just the law of probability. Okay? It's a probability game. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovers.com and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.